People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. High school volleyball sectional final. Highland and Wausau Newman coming up on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Maria Wineski in 3, 2, 1.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by Ayers Furniture, Bytech Resource Management, Claire Bank, Fuller's Milker Center, Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Platteville, Les Mack, Northland Buildings, Reeves Wealth Management, Raleigh Cheese House, Russell Law Offices, The Shoebox, Tricor Insurance, West End Salvage, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Sloan Implements, Sups, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Gary's Pest Control, TriStar Pallets and TriStar Mulch, Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware Do It Best, Baus Electric, Cuba City Collision and Repair, Laley Center Monroe, H&N Plumbing, Heating and Electrical, Community First Bank, Grant Regional Health Center, Sullivan Auctioneers, Big Iron Realty, Lancaster Dental Associates, Millie's Diner, Pink's Automotive, Good Knees Garage, Point and Flush Sportsman's Club, Rosemeyer Management Group, Breckler Insurance, McNett Electric, Mound City Bank, Ready Feed and Grain LLC, Southwest Health, and WCC Brands.
The Cardinals are going to state. The question is, which Cardinals? Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome to WIAA Playoff Volleyball on X1071, X1071.com, the X1071 mobile app, and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, presented by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. From Riverdale Elementary Middle School in Muscadet, this is the Division V Riverdale Sectional Final. The Highland Cardinals ranked 9th in Division V against the Wausau Newman Fighting Cardinals. Wausau Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals ranked 2nd in Division V. The winner heads to the state volleyball tournament at the Resch Center in Ashwaubenon Thursday morning. And if Highland gets to state, we'll be there too. From the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House, I'm Steve Prestegard. And Highland has taken 2 steps more than a season ago to get to tonight after the Cardinals lost the regional final last year. Highland has won 3 consecutive Six Rivers West titles and has gone 2 seasons without losing a Six Rivers West match. Highland has also taken advantage of the plague of upsets in this part of Division V with a regional final win over 6th seed Wanawak Center after the Wolves beat 3rd seed and Ridge and Valley Conference champion Seneca. And then on Thursday, a 3-1 win over 4th seed DeSoto after the Pirates knocked off number 1 seed and Scenic Bluffs Conference champion Royal. Wausau Newman would like to go to state because it would be a return trip to the for the Fighting Cardinals, which followed basically the same formula as last season to this point. Play a lot of matches, a lot of invitationals, play bigger schools, and get the experience to be able to go deep in the playoffs. As a matter of fact, Newman comes into this match with a record of 26-16. So this is their 43rd match of the season, whereas Highland is playing its 28th match of the season. Wausau Newman is in the Merrillwood South Conference, and one of the things about being in that conference is you only have 5 conference matches. There are 6 teams in the Merrillwood South. They only play 5 conference matches, so most of their schedule is made up of invitationals, along with some non-conference matches, and typically they're playing against much larger competition, the Wausau schools, Schofield, DC, Everest, and other schools in all of the invitationals they are in on a typical season. And again, the winner tonight will head to state. Tomorrow morning, they will find out who they will be playing at state. And on that note, on the Shoebox Scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest, here's the rest of the Division V field, including 3rd seed Pecatonica and 2nd seed Madison St. Ambrose, which are playing on at Barneveld. That is on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Also playing tonight in the Northland Pines sectional, Florence. Florence is playing against Central Wisconsin Christian from Waupun. And in the Frederick sectional, Prairie Farm is playing Rib Lake. That, interestingly, is the only number 1 versus number 1 matchup in all of Division 5. Meanwhile, in Division 4, Fenimore is playing Blair Taylor for a trip to state. That's on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Also in Division 4, number 2 seed Clear Lake playing Eau Claire Regis at Chippewa Falls McDonald. In the Wabeno sectional, 2 other number 2s, Montello and Wabeno Leona. And in Division 4, the Waterloo sectional, Milwaukee Heritage Christian playing Waterloo. So Fenimore, if they win tonight to go to state, they have a quite good shot to get a number 1 seed conceivably, unless Milwaukee Heritage Christian wins and ends up getting that seed. But they're going to have to do that on the road because they're playing at Waterloo tonight. When we return, the Raleigh Cheese pre-match show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersection of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. And we'll be back in 2 minutes on X1071.
Pregame 1. From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance, they'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
What are you doing out there?
Come on!
I saw you at the game the other night. Yeah, you. Up there getting mad, acting like we're all out there making $1 million a game. Well, let me be real with you. This isn't the pros. It's school sports, and it's a game, our game. So please, let us play.
School sports fans, remember, when you cheer for your team, make noise for the right reasons. This message presented by the NFHS and the NIAAA.
And all student athletes in Wisconsin.
Are you tired of feeling tired? Struggling with poor sleep and breathing issues at night? It's time to take control of your health. Join Dr. Dale Chilson, board-certified ENT specialist, for a free seminar and complimentary meal on Thursday, November 13th, starting at noon at Grant Regional Health Center. Learn more about sinusitis, snoring, sleep apnea, allergies, and headaches, and see what solutions are right for you. Register online at grantregional.com/sinus or call 608-723-1379. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Oakwood Fruit Farm is overflowing with the flavors of fall. Stop by and pick up Honeycrisp, Cortland, McIntosh, and all your favorite apples. The bakery's full of apple cider donuts, along with take-and-bake pies and gooey caramel apples. And while you're there, fill your basket with fresh apple cider, cranberries, pumpkin, squash, and other seasonal goodies. And here's the best part. Every Tuesday, enjoy 10% off all apple purchases. Savor the season at Oakwood Fruit Farm, where every bite tastes like autumn.
Oakwood Fruit Farms, that's the one for family fun.
Pregame 1.
Welcome to the Raleigh Cheese pre-match show on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Sectional final volleyball, Highland and Wausau. Newman, we're joined by Maria Wineski, the Cardinals coach. Well, they're both Cardinals, but the Highland Cardinals. Coach, how do you feel right now?
I feel a lot of excitement. I'm very proud of my girls and ready to get the show on the road.
Was this a goal for you guys this year? I mean, you've won like 90% of your matches this year or something like that. Third consecutive title in the Six Rivers, and last year you got to be in the section or the regional final, and now you're one step away.
Yeah. Was it on my radar? Not necessarily. I thought we could be conference champs. I knew that our regional sectional would be really hard with like Hillsborough and Royal and DeSoto. I just thought that it would be really tough, especially since we don't see a lot of those teams play all year long. Not really knowing what to expect. But as the season progressed, I was like, wow, we have something really special here. So let's see how far we can take this thing.
Right. And now on Thursday, you had a match, didn't get off to a good start. Started playing better toward the end of the first set. kind of finding yourself in the second set, and really from the about mid-second set on, you guys really were playing the way you wanted to, right?
Yes, definitely. We knew DeSoto had a couple really strong players, so we just needed to settle in and figure out how we were going to watch their approach and wait and block and get some good touches and hopefully break them down. And the girls did an excellent job doing that. We had 15 aces on Thursday night, and that's not normally like our team. And so they were really settling in and just finding what they were really good at and honing in on those skills, and it worked in our favor.
All right, so now it's Wausau Newman, ranked second. Which is kind of funny given what the record is, but seeing their schedule, you can kind of understand. What about the Fighting Cardinals is going to be a challenge? What do you feel like you have to do today?
We, again, have to be really big at the net. They have a great outside hitter, and our middles have to be patient in the middle on their middle hitters. They like to tip a lot, so that can be hard to cover that donut behind the middle blocker. So we just need to make sure we're patient. And if our blockers miss the block, then our defense is right there to pick it up so we can run our offense. I always tell my girls that our defense is our biggest offense. So just so we can just settle in, not dig a hole, and just start attacking right away.
And it's interesting because similar to DeSoto, they have a player whose stats really, really stand out. But in your particular case, you kind of don't. But you're hitting, for instance, you had several players who can put it on the floor.
We sure do. I feel like we're very well-rounded. And we had a couple girls with double-digit kills. We had, and then the next ones were 9 and 7. So it's not like we're one threat. I feel like we're always bringing somebody new to the floor and giving them another look. And our hitters can also swing from different positions. And it just gives us a whole new dimension.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good luck today.
Thank you so much.
Maria Wineski, the Highland coach. More after this on X1071.
Pregame 2.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Like any business, success enduring is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the automated milking systems line and all of the latest in automated milking systems. Make your operation more efficient and profitable and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkersCenter.com.
Hello, Dr. Matt here from Cuba City Family Dental. Something we take pride in is having 3 state-of-the-art facilities in Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington. Our investment in the latest technology and innovative services allows us to provide top-notch dental care to our area families. Take control of your oral health and make an appointment with our team, and let's make your smile the best it can be. Contact Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental now, and let's start this journey together. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Village Heart Dinner Rolls are a must for the upcoming holiday. Getting together with family and friends is great, but to be honest, I really look forward to the big holiday meal. And whether we roast a turkey or ham, we always have plenty of Village Heart Dinner Rolls. They're great with the meal, but they also make the best little turkey and ham sandwiches the next day. Baked locally and delivered fresh daily, Village Heart Dinner Rolls are the natural choice for holiday meals.
Pregame 2.
Show continues on X1071. The Cardinals and the Cardinals, Highland and Wausau Newman, and we're joined by Betty Lang, the Wausau Newman coach. Thanks for joining us. Here you are, second year in a row at least, sectional final, trying to get back to state. How do you feel like your team's playing right now?
Well, I'm very proud of the way that they are playing. We've been practicing hard, and they're working hard in the gym, and they've played a couple of really nice matches lately. So we're in a good place.
Okay. One thing that's interesting is that it looks like your record and where you finished in the conference and all of that is similar the last 2 years. You know, finished in third, but between 25 and 30 wins. You got state last year. You're on the cusp tonight. Similar years or not really?
I think so. I mean, obviously it's a different team every year, different players, different team. They bring something different as far as, their performances, but I can compare it to last year. We're kind of got the same record, but we play in a tougher schedule. We've got some bigger schools that we play, so our win-loss doesn't always look great, and then our conference is pretty strong too. Edgar was ranked this year, Stratford, and then we have Marathon, so most of the time we've got some good competition, which helps us. So, we're ready to play and we're enjoying playing, and we're very, very happy for the opportunity to be here tonight.
Okay, when things are going well for you, what are you guys doing?
Well, we're in system and we're passing and we're serving well. That is what volleyball is. You have the momentum on your side going because you're serving well and you're passing well, and then you're able to run your offense.
Okay, another team named the Cardinals, Highland. They are a conference champ. And here they are now, one step from state like yourself. Based on what you've seen, what do you think are the challenges today? What do you feel like you have to do?
Well, I think we just have to come out right away and be ready to play and, be aggressive, play together as a team. We talk about bringing energy and communicating, those types of things, and then just finding your flow and enjoying playing together with each other.
All right. Thanks for taking a look today.
Thank you.
Betty Lang, the Wausau Newman coach, back with more from Riverdale after these messages on X1071.
In Game 1.
Are you looking for a new and exciting career? This is Jen Casper with Queen Bee Radio. We're currently hiring for people to join our radio and digital sales team. Queen Bee Radio is a fun and family-oriented work environment with unlimited growth opportunities. Life's too short to work where you're not having fun. Give me a call today at 608-349-2045, and I can tell you firsthand how my career in radio sales has been incredibly rewarding. Go to our social media pages or our websites and click on the career link for details on this radio and digital sales opportunity and to apply.
At Millie's Diner, they go the extra mile and make everything from scratch. You'll taste the quality in their breakfast and lunch, all served in generous portions at budget-friendly prices. Visit Millie's Diner in Dickeyville, open every day from 7 to 3. Check out Millie's on Facebook for their menu and daily specials.
In Game 1.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA playoff volleyball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. On X1071, our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, live and archive coverage is powered by H&M Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. I should update something that I said during the pregame, during the Rally Cheese pre-match show. Wausau Newman is actually going for its third consecutive trip to state. They lost the state title game in 2023 and then got beat in the semifinals in 2024. As a matter of fact, they are going for their 15th trip to state. All of them obviously in the post-WISA era. And as part of that, they won the Division IV state championship in 2013 and 2014 and 2015 and 2016. 4 years in a row. One decade ago. Highland, meanwhile, is going for its fifth consecutive, fifth trip to state in program history. They finished with a 2-1 record in the old format in Division IV in 1992. 1999, they lost in the semifinal to Wausau Newman in 2009, but then won it all in 2010. And in 2010, when they won the state championship, they defeated Burlington Catholic Central. And the coach right now, Maria Wineski, was the coach. We are broadcasting from the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House in the Ayers Furniture broadcast booth. Ayers Furniture in downtown Ridgeway for free delivery on heirloom quality furniture for every room in your home for what's sure to be the best seat in your house. Be sure to visit Ayers Furniture and AyersFurniture.com. It looks like they should have the stream video up in a couple of minutes here. Our injury report brought to you by Russell Law Offices. If you've been injured, contact Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit Russell Law, WI.com. Russell Law Offices injury report. There's nothing to report. Everybody who is usually around is available tonight. And I think everybody knows that the sectional final is really the most stressful match there is in basically any sport, because the experience of going to state is 3 wins away, 3-set wins away. And if you don't get 3-set wins, then everything that you accomplished during the season will fall a little bit short because you didn't get that. The Shoebox Scoreboard is presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. And as we mentioned, we also have in Division 5 Pecatonica and Madison St. Ambrose on 97.7 Country WGLR and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And in Division 4, we have Fenimore and Blair Taylor on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Madison St. Ambrose, I believe, is looking for its first state trip in any sport. They haven't been a program with athletics for very long, but and of course they have they're co-oping with Madison Abundant Life on several sports, but St. Ambrose volleyball is its own sport, and they are 1 win away from going to state for the first time, I believe, in not just volleyball, but in any sport. Colors of the game presented by Cuba City Family Dental, Kieler Family Dental, and Darlington Family Dental. 3 convenient locations to serve your dental needs. Wausau Newman has red short sleeve jerseys with gray trim and numbers and black shorts. And Highland has white jerseys, white long sleeve jerseys with black numbers, red trim, and black shorts. Here at Riverdale High School, where the theme, the color theme is maroon, by the way. We are brought to you by the Highland State Bank. Come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank of Highland and highlandstatebank.net. McNett Electric in Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Mountain City Bank's Total Line of Credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountcitybank.com. Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb, and Platteville. They were also brought to you by Community First Bank, for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. For those of you who are tuning in on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, we still don't have a picture. And now, time for the National Anthem. Well, you don't often hear solo trumpet versions anymore of the national anthem, but as always, whether sung or played, I believe he's in here, or the player is in here someplace. Not sure where, but good job. That's not an easy song to play on the trumpet in the key of B flat. Time for the starting lineups. Presented by Fuller's Milker Center. See Fuller's Complete Hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster and Richland Center, and at FullersMilkerCenter.com. Highland, the number 2 seed in their half of the sectional. And they will start Samarin Halverson, 5'2", senior, averaging 1.9 digs and 4.9 assists per set. She's the setter, one of the setters. And then Adeline Esser, 5'10", sophomore, 1.4 kills, 2 digs per set. Faith Hoffman, up front, 5'9", senior, averaging 0.8 kills per set. Celia Olson goes between outside hitter and setter. She's a 5'10", sophomore, 3 kills and 3.5 assists per set. With the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. Cora Healy Doherty, 5'9", senior, 1.3 kills, 3 digs per set. And Sophia Terrell, 5'10", junior, 2.3 kills per set. Highland 23-4. And for the second year in a row, 12-0 in the Six Rivers West. And they have won 17 of 18 matches. Getting the starting lineup now for the Wausau Newman Cardinals. And the Cardinals 26-16. They were 3-2, tied for second in the Merrillwood South Conference. And the one player we'll be talking about a lot tonight, Camille Soboleski. She is a senior, averaging 5 kills per set. Lexi Rice, 5'4", junior, 6.9 assists per set. She is the setter. Kate Kearns, a junior, 1.3 digs, 1.8 assists per set. Also will rotate in, I guess, at setter. Madison Keene, a junior, 2.2 kills, 1.9 digs per set. She'll go between the defense and middle hitter. Lauren Thiel, 5'7", senior, 1.5 kills per set. And we'll get to the libero. I didn't catch her name when we have a moment. She is the one that's wearing the gray uniform. And I believe that is Anna France, a senior, averaging 1.8 digs per set. That is, in fact, the number 5 that she's wearing, so unless she's some other number, that should be the correct libero for tonight. And again, if you're watching on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel and wondering where the picture is, the picture has not come up yet. So as soon as it does, I know what to do after that. And then we will bring you the picture tonight. Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville offers a history of caring and understands that each family is unique and will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville. By the way, congratulations to the Darlington girls cross country team, Division III state champions at the state run up in Wisconsin Rapids. Fenimores girls finished 5th. And we'll have results on the sports on 97.7 Country WGLR tomorrow, which will come before Packer football at 10. Packers and the Carolina Panthers wearing their, whatever year that is, 1923-ish Acme Packers uniforms. Halverson will start the first serve, and there's the set and a spike that is grabbed in the back, set by Halverson. Spike from the left side, that's dug out. Quick set, and a tip over, and it went out of bounds, and it's 1-0 Highland. So Halverson again to serve. Line drive right in the middle. There's a spike in. Soboleski got it blocked, and it's 2-0. And up front, I believe that was Esser getting the block. And the block kill. Into the back. Set to the right side this time and off one of the front row players and down. And it is getting the kill is Lauren Thiel. And it's 2-1. Newman now serves. Line drive into the back. Set by Halverson. Left side spike. And off the back row and out. 3-1 Highland. And meanwhile, a shot that goes into the net and down, and it's 4-1. So Highland getting off to the kind of start they certainly wanted to have. Maria Wineski said even though they have as many wins as they do, she sees them as the underdogs. And there's a kill from the left side by Soboleski, her first, but I'm positive not her last of the match. And it's 4-2, and the Newman fans in front of us. The Highland fans are on the other side. They're in the home section across the way here at Riverdale. Newman now to serve. And the serve goes well out of bounds. And it is, where's the scoreboard? 5-2. There's a set coming, and now a center hit. That is dug out. Set by Halverson. Set up for Olsen, and Olsen off the back row and down. And it's 6-2. Olsen gets, I think that's her second kill of the match so far, and the libero Brindley Bullant will serve. There's the set, spike, kind of deflected down the middle and ends up being a kill for Soboleski. And that makes it 6-3, and that's her second kill. Lexi Rice now to serve. Spins the ball, and then the running jump serve into the opposite quarter, and a bump set, and then sent over by Terrell. Now a left side dive, set from the back row, and then Olsen sends it into the back. Another set by Rice, spike from the left side, and that got through the block and down. Soboleski with her third. Certainly can see how she averages 5 kills a set. And it's 6-4. The scoreboards are a little hard to see from the other side of the floor, one due to angle and the other is because there's a net in front of it to avoid breaking it, I suppose. Terrell into the other side. You don't want it to break during gym class, obviously. Now, tip at the net, goes back to the Newman side. They'll try again. That is tipped and fielded by Highland. Now the spike by Olsen, that got blocked. She bumps it back over, goes back to Highland, and now sent over by Terrell into the opposite corner. The set, spike blocked, and it hit the net, hit the line, and a block kill for Highland, and it's 7-4. Here's the serve that's dug out, and a bump set before it went out of bounds. 50-50 tip at the net, and then Newman sends it over. Now there's a quick set by Olsen. Spike, and down it goes for Terrell. 8-4. Terrell from Olsen. And Olsen will serve again. Into the back corner. Spike on the left side, and that's off the back front row, and then almost made the seats on the other side. back behind Highland, and so it's 8-5. West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz of the West End Salvage team for recycling as well as construction and demolition waste 2. West End Salvage in Lancaster. Running jump serve from the left side, and the bump ends up going out of bounds. And that makes it 8-5. Correction, 8-6. Line drive serve, fielded by Bullen. The back set, spike, down it goes for Terrell. 9-6. So again, the combination of Olsen to Terrell gives Highland the lead, or a 3-point lead. Here's a right side tip over, and it goes down off one of the front row players and out of bounds. And that makes it 9-7. And here is the libero, Anna France, bumped over by Olsen. Now France bumps the tip, spike into the back. That's fielded. Bullet with a set. Spike, and it hit the side judge. It got tipped. Hesser gets the kill, and it's 10-7. That's kind of a funny way to get a kill when you hit it off, but it was tipped before that. I think it was off of Soboleski. Line drive served by Olsen. Bump set, and then bumped over by Kearns. Now the quick set, spike. That is took up, and here comes the ball. It hit the Ayers Furniture best seat in the house and landed there. And it's 11-7 Highland. Dug out, tip at the net, then sent over, and a bad bump. Diving bump attempt, and Newman gets the point, and it's 11-8. I'd forgotten that little feature of this gym about the scoreboards being kind of hard to see. 11-8, I'm pretty sure that's the score. Here's the set, and a spike by Olsen off the back row and down. 12-8. Highland now brings back in Samarin Halverson, and she will serve. Spins the ball, sends it on a line drive. That is dug out. Bump set from the back, and then just sent over. But, well, Highland almost didn't get it. They are able to get it back. Now a spike down the middle, and that is down in the corner. And it is 12-9. And Newman's Lauren Thiel will serve. The running jump serve into the back middle. Bad bump. They have to get it over on the third bump. Now Newman with it. The quick set, spike. That's dug out right at the net, and it ends up going down on the Highland side. And now it's 12-10. Anderson Weber Charity Dubuque powering our audio stream. Anderson Weber Charity Dubuque when you are ready. Also, Claire Bank with their locations in Southwest Wisconsin, proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Serve goes into the net. 13-10 Highland. Yeah, I believe that's right. 13-10 Highland. Line drive serve into the back middle. Bad bump into the net. And it's 14-10 Highland. And Addison Bedward again to serve. We're brought to you by WCC Brands Custom Apparel and Kieler, WCC-brands.com. From the left side up into the seats. On a bump. And it is 14-11. And Newman to serve. We're also brought to you by Herms's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington, and Herms's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. See Herms's for the perfect paint for this project. Herms's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. Line drive serve. High bump. Bump set by Halverson. And then sent over and tip right back. And then Newman sends it over. Now the set by Halverson, a back set, and then tip at the net. And that ends up going down, and it's a point for Newman to make it 14-12. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros of Brian's get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Also, Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City and ColeAcersGolfandGrill.com. Back set. Olsen gets it over for a kill. And it's 15-12. Brindley Ballant will serve. Breckler Insurance Group for all your insurance needs. See Steve Landusky at Breckler Insurance and Fenimore Breckler Insurance. Serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. And a off the back row and out. It's an ace. And it's 16-12. Highland in front in set number 1. Bullen serves again into the back row. Tip and then kind of lunged over. Now the set by Bullen. And Olsen sends it to the opposite corner and out. 16-13. Need funds fast? A buy local loan from Wisconsin Bank and Trust allows you to use the funds for any purpose. Replace a broken water heater or upgrade your furniture. Funds are typically available within 2 to 3 business days. Visit WisconsinBankandTrust.com to get started today. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Running jump serve. Hits the corner for an ace. 16-14. Russell Offices. Well, hang on a second. Here's another serve from France. And a bump almost before it went out. Highland sends it over and a bump right back. So now let's see if they can set it up. Bullen with a bump set, and Olsen sends it over into an open space and gets the kill, and it's 17-14. Russell Offices, local legal representation. Call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Offices, Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Reached over, blocked right back, and a kill. And that's Terrell. And a timeout. Newman calls its first timeout. 18-14, Highland over. Wausau Newman in set 1, back after this on X1071.
In game 2.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Oh boy.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lady Center Monroe High School sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In game 2.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA Playoff Volleyball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. On X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, it's 18-14. Highland, we're going to try to get picture, and not me. Let's just turn us around here. And meanwhile, Highland with it. Now it's on the other side for Wausau Newman. And that ends up being a point for Newman. Well, apparently we're having a problem with a huddle camera. So what we're going to do is use the camera from the laptop and hope it works and hope you can see that. Now here's a spike, and down it goes. And it's 19-15. Let's see how the camera works here. All right. Okay, please bear with us for a moment on the YouTube stream as we try to figure out. I've actually not ever done this before. And meanwhile, just it's Highland with the lead, bump, and then set over on a bump. Now the left side center spike, actually, that's dug out. Bump set, and then sent over by the Cardinals. Now a spike down the middle, and that's off and down. And it is (18-16), I believe the score is. And just again, please bear with us on the radio because we're again trying to get this to work. And get it over like that. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I think we have video now. Here's a spike from the side, and it goes into the net. And again, please bear with us. We're trying to get video here, and I think we got it now. So here's a spike down the middle, and it's off one of the front row players and down. Substitution there for Newman. (21-18) is our score. And Newman with the on the Newman side, it's blocked, and a point for the Cardinals. It's 22-18, and right immediately I realized, of course, they're both the Cardinals, so it is 22-18 Highland in set number one. And timeout called by Wausau Newman, their second timeout. And we'll keep it here, I think. Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist, Platteville, Dodgeville, and at appliedmicro.biz. And we have video now. It's coming from the computer. That's not typically how it works, but I think it's working now. I think it's working. If we need some framing help or something, somebody needs to let me know that. But at any rate, TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Georgia and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Carver's Hardwood Flooring. For hardwood flooring, stair installation, or refinishing needs, call Ryan Carver, the only National Wood Flooring Association certified installer, sander, and finisher in the tri-state area. Carver's Hardwood Flooring in Benton. Krantz Auto Parts and Krantz Hardware do it best. See Rob Krantz and the crew for full service repair on cars and light trucks too. Krantz Auto Parts, Krantz Hardware do it best in Fenimore. Sloan Implement, your official John Deere dealer, Bloomington, Cuba City, Montford, Lanark, Illinois, and Sloans.com. 22-18 Highland in set number one. Newman just called their second timeout. And the Cardinals with a set and a reach over by Olsen. That is dug out. Bump set, left side spike into the back row, line drive back. And here's a spike, and that is dug out and then set over. Now a bump set and a left side spike at the net. That goes down and then flicked over by Highland. Now back a backwards bump and then sent over by Olsen. And now at the middle, a tip, and it goes down. And it is 22-19. And the two who are sitting in front who are in the way of the camera. They need to watch the match and not the camera that's behind them. Line drive serve into the back row. Bump before it goes out, and then a spike, and then into the net, and then sent over on the third hit. Kind of a desperation move. Now a spike, and that goes down. And it's a kill for Faith Hoffman. 23-19. 23-19. Highland in front, set number 1. Line drive into the back. And the set, spike from the left side. That is dug out, almost hit the ceiling, and then gets spiked right back by Soboleski. And it's 24-19 set point. 23-20, excuse me. (23-20). Highland in front, set number 1. And the serve into the back row, a bump set from the back row, and then sent over by Healy Doherty. Set to the left side, spiked by Soboleski. That is dug out. Bump set, and then sent over by Olsen on a bump. And there's a set, spike from the left side, and that goes out, and it was not touched by Highland. It's 24-20, and it's set point. Mullins will serve. That is dug out. The set, spike down the middle, out! And Highland wins set number 1, 25-20. Set number 2, well, we'll be back after this on X1071.
In game 3.
Enjoy the colors of fall and take a drive to Raleigh Cheese House. Stop in and try our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. Try our own fresh, squeaky cheese curds made every week. We also carry many other local cheeses, a wide variety of snacks, deli sandwiches, and beverages. It is worth the drive to shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23 Shellsburg.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lady Center Monroe high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In game 3.
Highland wins set number 1 over Wausau Newman, 25-20. Set number 2 after these messages on X1071.
In game 4.
As the seasons change, one thing stays the same. A fun-filled experience waiting for you at the National Mississippi River Museum and Aquarium in Dubuque. Make sure to catch our latest 4D films or enhance your visit with an octopus encounter. Check out the newly expanded Jim and Jean Gantz Otter Habitat or brand new 30-foot trout stream exhibit. Looking for unlimited fun? Become a member and get in free every day, plus many other exclusive benefits like guest passes and discounts at the museum stores and grill. Visit rivermuseum.org.
Turpin Dodge salutes Crystal Springer, RN at Medical Associates Acute Care. Turpin will honor Crystal with a donation to the American Cancer Society in her honor. Visit TurpinDodge.com to nominate an area nurse. Thank you, Crystal, from Turpin Dodge in Dubuque.
In game 4.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA Playoff Volleyball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel with video from our computer camera, which is kind of not how it's designed, but you got to figure out how to make it work, as the phrase goes. Highland won set number 1, 25-20, so we go to set number 2. On the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Blair Taylor, a winner over Fenimore in set number 1, 25-15. That is on X1071. We also have from Barneville, Pecatonica and Madison St. Ambrose, and that is on 97.7 Country WGLR. Bouse Electric, call Brad Adrian and Josh Busher. Bouse Electric, Lancaster and Fenimore. People's State Bank for personal home, business, and ag loans. Visit one of their convenient area locations or visit peoplesfinancial.com, member FDIC. And Gary's Pest Control in Deaconville. Gary's Pest Control salutes their local athletes. Gary's Pest Control, over 40 years of professional, friendly service. Spike from the right side, dug out. And now Spike blocked off of Soboleski. And Highland leads 1-0. Highland now on, well, I hope I'm right about this. I can't see the camera. In fact, I can't see anything on the laptop because the whole thing is facing the floor. But Highland's on the left now in set number 2. And a spike from the left side. That's dug out. And 2 bumps. Bumped over on the third. And now the spike. That is dug out. Bullen with a set. Tip over by Olsen. Handled by Newman. Spike from the left side, and that got down, and Soboleski gets the kill and ties it at 1. Match action tonight brought to you by the Highland State Bank. Come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank, highlandstatebank.net. Serve into the net, 2-1 Highland. And Bullitt now will serve. Madison St. Ambrose won set number 1 over Pecatonica 25-16. And again, that's on 97.7 Country WGLR. Spike from the left side, a desperation move there. Now the set and into the corner, and down it goes. Keely Doherty gets the kill, and it's 3-1 Highland. And Bullitt now to serve. Spins the ball, sends it into the near corner. Spike from the middle, that's dug out. Bullitt, the bump, set, and then set over. Now back the other way, the spike by the Cardinals. Back the other way. Bump set, and a spike from the right side, that's dug out. Bullitt with a diving bump set, and Highland gets it over on the bump. Now a spike from the left, or tip over from the left side. Highland sends it right back. Newman again, spike, blocked! Down it goes, out of bounds! Keely Doherty, I believe, got the kill, the block kill again, and it's 4-1. Highland in set number 2. Again, the winner, well, all you got to say is winner goes to state. And the Division 5 semifinals for whoever is there will be Thursday morning at 9. Big spike, dug out, bump set, and then bumped over, and it ends up going down, and it's 4-2. And Newman will serve. Again, they're on the right in set number 2. And I think there's Soboleski here to serve. Line drive into the back, set by Halverson, spike, and that's dug out. The set, reached over, and Soboleski gets the kill there, and it's 4-3. Actually, never mind. Here comes the serve, line drive into the back, Bullitt. Now they're having some problems getting it over. They've had bumps instead of spikes. And a line drive right back, tipped at the net, and didn't quite get over on the third hit on a lunge, and we are tied at 4 in set number 2. Mount City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mount City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at MountCityBank.com. That's an ace in the corner, and Newman takes its first lead, 5-4. And serving once again will be Lexi Rice. They have scored now 4 points in a row. Line drive into the back, tipped over, and down it goes! Healy Doherty On a bad bump, was able to get it over, and she gets the kill, and it's 5-5. And Celia Olson now will serve. From right in the middle of the basketball lane. Here's the set. Reach over, and that's a kill for Soboleski. And it's 6-5 Newman. McNett Electric in Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs, whether the need agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew at McNett Electric are on call ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. The flick and the spike from the left side, that's dug out. Set, left side spike into the back row. Bullant, the set by Olson. Spike by Healy Doherty, got blocked. They'll try it again. Healy Doherty gets it blocked a second time, and then it's a point for Newman. And it's 7-5. And Soboleski to serve. Into the back. The set by Olson. Tip over. And it is a point for Highland. Apparently got touched. 7-6. I think that's Olson who gets the kill. And meanwhile, a point for Newman. And it is 8-6. Wausau Newman in front, and they will get the serve again. And however, they serve it out. Hit too hard, and it's 8-7. Community First Bank, if you're in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFbank.com, member FDIC. And an Aaron bumping back, bumped over by Newman. Now the quick set by Olson, reached over. Spike from the left side, diving bump, lunging bump, that's out of bounds. And it's 9-7 Newman. In set number 2, Highland won set number 1, 25-20. Hannah Carlson, I believe that is, to serve. And the serve into the back row. Bump set. And then spiked by Hilly Doherty, but into the net, and it's 10-7. And at the moment, it certainly Highland got the first set, but now Newman is playing better, and as a result, Highland's kind of playing out of system right now. And there's another errant bump. Second, third, gets over. Now the set, spike from the left side into the net. 10-8. Substitution. It's 10-8. Newman in set number 2. There's a bump in back, bump set. And then a spike from that side, tipped at the net. Set, Halverson tried to get it over, got blocked, and now they've lunged it back over. Now left side spike, and it hits the line. And the kill goes to Lauren Thiel, and it's 11-8. Again, Highland won set number 1. 25-20. Line drive serve into the back. Bump set. Set over by Olson to the opposite corner. The set. And then just a tip over. Now a bump set and a spike. And down it goes for Olson. 11-9. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Allison Bedward in to serve. That's dug out, set near the then tipped up, and Highland sends it into the back row. Now the set, spike, and down that goes for Soboleski, and it's 12-9. Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist Jordan Wilson at Laley Center Monroe. Line drive serve into the back, and right at the net, two Cardinals collided, and nobody moved to get it, and it's 13-9. Another serve out. 13-10. Bullitt now will serve for Highland. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury and the gang a call at TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Spike for the left side. That's now the set. Spike blocked at the net and then set over by Olsen. Now Spike got blocked and then sent over by Highland. Right at the net, tipped over, and that's a tip kill for Healy Doherty, and it's 13-11. Bullens again to serve, but way out. And so it's 14-11. Newman back to serve. And that goes into the back. Bump set. And then bumped over by Olsen. Now the set. Spike from the left side. Dug out. Almost hit the ceiling. Tipped backwards. And then Highland has to send it over on a bump. Now a spike from the side. Got blocked, but way out. And it's 15-11. 15-11 in favor of Wausau Newman in set number 2. Highland won set number 1, 25-20. Another serve coming up for Newman. And that's an ace. Hit off the back row and out. 16-11. And now a timeout. Called by Highland, their first. 16-11. Wausau Newman in set number 2. Highland leading 1-0 back after this on X1071.
In game 5.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Hi, this is Steve Schmidt, owner of the Shoebox in downtown Black Earth. We have thousands of pairs of shoes in stock, no waiting. So stop in anytime, specializing in size, selection, and fit. We will save you money. P.S. We measure both feet. Stop in the Shoebox, the largest shoe store at the north end of Black Earth.
In game 5.
16-11. Wausau Newman leads Highland in set number 2 after Highland won set number 1, 25-20. And the timeout called by the Highland Cardinals. Lexi Rice back to serve. We're brought to you by Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville. They offer a history of caring and understand that each family is unique. Will honor personal requests and tradition. Matt and Laura Melby at the Melby Funeral Home and Crematory in Platteville. Here's a spike from the left side. That is dug out. The set, spiked by Olsen, tipped into the back row. Rice with a set. And that ends up a spike into the net by Soboleski and a point for Highland to make it 16-12. That ends the run finally. And the serve by Olsen. That's dug out. Tip over. Highland gets it. Tip at the net, 50-50, goes back, spiked into the back row. Now Newman sets it up. Left side spike, and down it goes. And Soboleski makes it 17-12. Brought to you by West End Salvage in Lancaster. See Junkyard Joe Krantz of the West End Salvage team for recycling, as well as construction and demolition waste too. West End Salvage, Lancaster. Line drive serve, dug out. Bump set backwards, and then Bullitt sends it over on a bump. Now right at the net, Rice sends it over and gets the point to make it 18-12. And now Soboleski to serve. Running jump serve into the back, Bullitt. Bump set, and then bumped over. High bump, bad bump. Bump set, and then sent over on a bump. Now Boland's with it. That's not a good, but a spike by Terrell into the back middle. The set, and the reach over. That's dug out. Set by Olson, and then sent over in the back corner. Spike for the left side, out. 18-13. Keely Doherty now will serve. Running jump serve into the net. 19-13. Claire Bank with their 8 convenient locations in Southwest Wisconsin. Proud to support our community events. Claire Bank, where they say we can do that. Member FDIC DD Plaza. Lender. Also Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque, part of our audio stream. Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque when you are ready. And there's a one-hand bump, and once again ends up very near the Here's Furniture best seat in the house. And Highland's going to call another timeout. 19-13, Wausau Newman in set number 2. Highland leading 1-0 back after this on X1071.
In Game 6.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at AM1590WPVL.com.
In Game 6.
19-13, Wausau Newman leading Highland in set number 2 after Highland led one set number 1 set to none. Highland just called its second timeout. Highland really looking out of sorts in this second set. And here's a tip over. That's dug out. Bump set by Bullant. Spike, but out. And it's 20-13. And another serve by France. And then set over in the game right now is Avery Mishik for Highland. And Highland gets a point, 20-14. And Sophie Terrell now will serve. And line drive into the back. The set, spike from the left side, that's dug out. Bump set, 2 players collided, and now they're not even moving together very well. 21-14. Correction, 22-14. And again, I apologize. The scoreboards are difficult kind of to see from here. One of the scoreboards that you can see has a net on it, and actually the other one does, and it's at a bad angle. So if I miss a point, believe it or not, announcers need to be able to see the scoreboard. It's sent over Highland on the second hit. Now a spike. That's dug out. Hits the ceiling and comes back and hits down, and it's 23-14. On the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, largest independent shoe store in the Midwest, Blair Taylor has now beaten Fenimore in set 2, 25-17. So Blair Taylor over Fenimore 2 sets to none. And that is on X1071. Line drive. And the bump into the back. Now a spike from the left side, blocked. And down it goes. And that was, I think, Hoffman getting the block kill. 22-15. Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main in Platteville. See Hermson's for the perfect paint for your next project. Hermson's Ace Hardware at Bloomington and Platteville. Samarin Halverson serves. And a bump in the back, dug out. And then the bump goes over and is sent right back by Hoffman. So that's a tip kill, 22-16. And again, Halverson serve, another bad hit, but they're able to get it over. Newman is. Now a big bump set, spike by Olson. That's dug out. Left side tip into the back row. Halverson, spike, and again, it's Hoffman getting the kill, 22-17. And a timeout called by Wausau Newman. They obviously do not want this to continue, and so they call their first timeout. Each team has now called one in this second set. Russell Law Office's local legal representation call for a consultation to discuss personal injury, estate planning, family law, criminal defense, probate administration, and more. Russell Law Office's Platteville, Dodgeville, Cuba City, and Darlington. Brian's Auto Body and Paint Specialist. The pros of Brian's get the job done right for unexpected dings or major repair projects. Head to Brian's Auto Body and Paint in Lancaster. Need funds fast? A buy local loan from Wisconsin Bank and Trust allows you to use the funds for any purpose. Replace a broken water heater or upgrade your furniture. Funds are typically available within 2 to 3 business days. Visit WisconsinBankandTrust.com to get started today. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Each team has one timeout left. 22, or is it 23-17. And set number 2 for Newman, and they get another point. And it's set point, 24-17. And the serve for Lauren Thiel. Line drive, but out. 24-18. Still set point. Allison Bedward will serve for Highland. Into the back, high bump. Bump set. Spike by Soboleski. That's dug out. But then goes out, and that's it. For set number 2. Newman wins 25-18. And we are tied at a set each. More after this on X1071.
In Game 7.
Are sinus issues making your days a struggle? Chronic congestion, sinus pressure, or headaches holding you back? It's time to breathe easier. Join Dr. Dale Chilson, ENT specialist, for a free seminar on Thursday, November 13th, starting at noon at Grant Regional Health Center, where you'll discover the latest treatments for relief. Learn about solutions that can help clear your sinuses and restore your comfort. Register online at grantregional.com/sinus or call 608-723-1379. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
Watch live and archive H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lady Center Monroe High School Sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In Game 7.
We are tied at a set each. Highland won set number 1, 25-20. Wausau Newman won set number 2, 25-18. McNett Electric halftime report after these messages on X1071.
In Game 8.
Hello, Amy here from Cuba City Family Dental. Part of our dedication to excellence in the dental services we offer are same-day crowns. Instead of return visits to our office, we can diagnose and fix your tooth in one day at any of our 3 convenient locations. Call us when you are in need and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In game 8.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA Playoff Volleyball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. It's time for the McNett Electric halftime report, which, as you would imagine, is brought to you by McNett Electric in Belmont. For all your electrical needs, call McNett Electric in Belmont. Highland got off to a very good start. One set number 1, 25-20, but Newman absolutely dominated set 2. Highland was able to creep a little bit closer toward the end, but Newman won set number 2, 25-18, and so we are tied at a set each. Also on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, largest independent shoe store in the Midwest, Madison St. Ambrose leading 1-0 over Pecatonica. That's on Super Hits 106. Actually, no, that's on 97.7 Country WGLR. Blair Taylor is up 2-0 on Fenimore in Arcadia, and that is on Super Hits 106. We are on X1071. And the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Highland starts with the serve in set number 3 and is back to the right side. And the hit goes out of bounds. And Highland leads 1-0, and Halverson will serve again. Walks it up, sends it into the far corner. Spike from the left side, and down that goes. And the kill that time for Madison Keene. And we're tied at 1. And serving will be Lauren Thiel into the back. The set. Left side spike by Olsen. Dug out. They were allowed to go out, I think, but they decided to play it. Meanwhile, Halverson, spike, and down that goes for Faith Hoffman. And it's 2-1 Highland. Allison Bedward checks in to serve. And she sets up on the near side of the free throw lane. And an errant bump. And then flung over. Now the set. Spiked by Olsen. That's dug out. Whistle. And 4 hits. 4 hits? Called on, I think that's 4 hits. That was the call. I'm not sure where the 4th hit came from, unless it was an extremely delayed call. And anyway, it's 3-1 Highland. Bedward again to serve. Into the front quarter. Now the spike from the left side. That gets dug out. Set by Bullant. And then sent over by Olsen. And then kind of a change-up spike there that goes down, and it's 3-2. Madison Keene serving. Spins the ball, sends it, line drive, back set, and then hit over by Healy Doherty. Bad bump. And then on the third, it just not, there's no way that's going to come over, and it's 4-2. Highland in set number 3. Breckler Insurance Group, for all your insurance needs. See Steve Landusky at Breckler Insurance in Fenimore. Breckler Insurance, serving Southwest Wisconsin for over 95 years. Also brought to you by WCC Brands Custom Apparel and Kieler, WCC-brands.com, and Cole Acres Golf and Grill in Cuba City, and ColeAcresGolfandGrill.com. Spike, kill. And that was no surprise, Soboleski. We're brought to you also by Applied Micro, your computer networking specialist, Platteville, Dodgeville, and at appliedmicro.biz. 4-3. And the line drive serve. That's dug out. Spike from the right side, and down it goes for Olsen. and it's 5-3. Highland now serving. And a serve by Olson. That's dug out. Spike from the left side. Bump set for Highland. Sent over by Bullant on a bump. Now the quick set. Spike by Soboleski, and that's a kill. 5-4. And Soboleski now to serve. As she sets up on the far side of the free throw line drive. The set, spike down the middle by Terrell. That's dug out. And on the left side, a spike came down. It was tipped. Goes as a point for Newman, and we're tied at 5 in set number 3. Highland State Bank, come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank, highlandstatebank.net. Line drive serve, dug out by Bullant, but goes out. And Newman has the lead, 6-5. Soboleski now will serve again. And Bullant sets it back. Now the Cardinals with it, the set. And then sent over, but into the net. And now it's 7-5 Newman. Highland is brought in again. Avery Mishik, the sophomore, playing up front. 7-5 Newman in set number 3, tied at a set each. Line drive to the back set. Spike by Olson, and 2 bad bumps. They get it over on the third bump. Now the bump by Bullant. Set, spike by Terrell. That almost a double hit there. And now spike back over. Ball at the net and goes down. And Newman up 8-5. Soboleski now will serve. Again, the Newman fans are over on this side. And 2 bad bumps that has to be set over on the third bump. Now the set, spike by Soboleski, and that goes over the block, finds the floor, and it's 9-5. Newman in set number 3. Mountain City Bank's Total Line of Credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at MountainCityBank.com. Soboleski gets an ace. And it's 10-5 timeout Highland. 10-5 Wausau Newman. Set number 3 tied at a set each. Back after this on X1071.
In game 9.
If you're upgrading a home or business, call the trusted pros at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. They offer a premium selection of CHI overhead doors, combining style, durability, and security for both residential and commercial properties. Need rain gutters to protect your building from water damage? Carey's has you covered there too. Learn more at Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com. They sell the best and service the rest. Get the quality you deserve at Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont, and Prairie du Chien.
Watch live and archived H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Lely Center Monroe high school sports video coverage all season on the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Get the latest schedule at AM1590WPBL.com.
In game 9.
10-5. Wausau Newman leads Highland in set number 3, tied at a set each. Highland just called the timeout, and Soboleski serves again. And sent into the quarter. Now the quick set, tip over, that's dug out. Bump set by Bullant, bumped over by Healy Doherty. Now the set, spiked by Soboleski, got bumped right back. We'll set it up again. And then tipped over by Soboleski. 2 bad bumps, and it's 11-5. McNett Electric in Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Shipping is through McNett Electric. Around call ready to help you, McNett Electric in Belmont. Line drive serve, dug out, and then sent over by Terrell, Now a spike on the left side. That got tipped. Highland with it. Bump set. And then sent over by Hoffman into the far corner. Now the set. Tip over into the back. High bump. Bump set. Healy Doherty with a spike out. And it's 12-5. And this is 9 points in a row by Wausau Newman. Well, now it's over, so the run is over, so it's 11-6. That ended a run of 8 points in a row. Now the back set, spike by Soboleski. That's dug out. Actually, that was not Soboleski. Sent over from the back row. There's the set, spike. Soboleski again. 12-6. And by the way, the Newman fans who are bouncing their feet on the bleachers are making the camera move. We have a problem with a huddle camera, and so we are using the camera from the computer, which, as that's set out of bounds. And it's 12-7. This is one of those instances where we're kind of using equipment not necessarily in a way that it was designed to use. Meanwhile, this spike into the net. And it's 12-8. Highland needs to put some points together here. There's the serve. Dug out into the back row, but into the net. Back-to-back sets into the spikes into the net. It's 12-9. And well, now it's going to be his timeout called by Newman. Their first. 12-9 Newman. Set number 3. Tied at the set each back after. I don't know. You know what? We need to keep it here. I just realized that. Community First Bank for you in the communities where you live, work, and play. Experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank, cfbank.com, member FDIC. Southwest Health has over 24 specialty services and more than 50 specialists, so you can have specialized care without traveling far from home. Learn more about their specialty services at southwesthealth.org. Also, brought to you by Laley Center Monroe. Call your local dairy automation specialist, Jordan Wilson, at Laley Center Monroe. Wausau Newman trying to make their third consecutive trip and their 15th in program history to state volleyball in Green Bay, near Green Bay, right next to the Lambeau Field. And there's a bump that ends up going out of bounds for Highland. And it is now a 13-9 score, 13-9 lead for Wausau Newman in set number 3. Here comes the serve from Anna Carlson. And that goes into the back row. The set, left side spike, and a one-hand grab. And I think that ball was going out of bounds. And the libero, France, went after it. And that ends up giving a point to Highland, and it's 13-10. And Samarin Halverson now will serve. Into the back. Now the set, right side spike blocked at the net. Sent over on one hand, sent back on one hand. Now a tip spike. Highland handles that. Tip by Olsen. Bump back. Bump set. And then a spike by Olsen. It got tipped. Now the bump set, left side spike way out. And it's 13-11. Halverson will serve again. TriStar Pallets of Highland and TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Beautify your home with decorative colored mulch. Give Jim Drury in the Gager call at TriStar Pallets of Highland, TriStar Mulch, Cobb and Platteville. Spike goes out, and it is 13-12. And despite having been behind most of this, almost all of this match, Highland could tie it up if they get a point here. Halverson again to serve. Into the back middle. The set, right side spike. That gets handled. Bump set by Halverson. Tip over. Down it goes over the net. Olsen gets the tip kill, and we're tied at 13. Halverson again. Line drive into the back. The set, spike from the left side by Sobolewski. That's dug out. Set by Halverson. Spike by Olsen. Out. 14-13 Newman. Lauren Thiel will serve. Into the back middle. The set by Halverson. Spike from the center right side goes down. And Esser gets the tip kill. They were tied at 14 in set number 3. Bedward with the serve. Dug out, tipped over, a couple of bad tips, and a point. Somebody carried it. And it's 15-14 Newman. Madison Keene will serve for Newman. Lines into the back middle. And a bump set from the backside. And then set over. Now the Newman set. Spike from the left side. That gets dug out. Tipped at the net. Tipped over the Newman side. They spike it back. Diving bump. Spike by Terrell. Ball still in play. Left side spike. And that finds the corner. Sobolewski again. 16-14 Newman. Another serve, dug out in back set. Spiked over by Healy Doherty. Now the set. Sobolewski again finds the floor, and it's 17-14. Line drive serve into the back. Bump set by Halverson. Spike down the middle and a reach kill to make it 17-15. More a case of hitting it to the right place instead of hitting it hard. Here's Bullant to serve. Dug out. Set. Spike down the middle. That's handled. Bump set by Bullant. Olsen sends it over. One hand bump. Set. Spike from the left side, bad bump, another bump, and a third, and it is 18-15 Newman. Here is another serve coming up for Rice. Two bad bumps in back. They send it over on a third bump. Now Newman with it. Rice the set. Tip over on the left side, and down that goes. Sobolewski again. 19-15. Well, she certainly knows how to both kill the ball, but also to put it, just tip it over on a spot where nobody else can get it. No real question about that. Line drive serve, ace. 20-15 Newman. And a timeout called by Highland, their second. Packer football coming up tomorrow. Carolina comes to Lambeau Field at 10 on 97.7 Country WGLR. We'll also have on Tuesday IHSA sectional volleyball from Eastland in Lanark. Galena and Aurora Christian. 6:40 start on X1071. The winner of that match will get the winner of the first match between Stockton and Newark. And if Galena is there for the sectional final, we will be there on Thursday.
Yes, it's going out.
Well, Fenimore's season is over on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Blair Taylor wins the third set 26-24 and beats Fenimore 3-0. That's on Super Hits 106. St. Ambrose took set number one from Pecatonica 25-16. That's on 97.7 Country WGLR. Here, after Highland calls its second timeout, it's 20-15. Highland and Newman in front. Well, now it's 20-16 as the serve goes out of bounds. And Highland will get it, but Highland needs points. The serve by Olsen into the back row. And the spike on the left side, and down that goes. Guess who? Soboleski makes it 21-16. Another serve coming up for Newman. Line drive into the back. Bump set, and then sent over by Mishik. Tipped at the net. Bumped back. Tipped at the net. And now the spike by Mishik into the back middle. Bad bump. And the third one does not get over, and it's a point. Ended up out of bounds, and it is a point for Highland to make it 21-17. Here's Healy Doherty. Into the back row. The set, right side spike, blocked at the net and goes down. I think that was Terrell, 21-18. Terrell with a block kill. Healy Doherty will serve again. Line into the back middle, bad bump. Bump for the back row and then bumped over on the third hit. Now Bullant, bump set, spiked by Terrell and out. And it's 22-18. And the serve for France, who is the libero wearing the gray jersey. Line into the back. Set over by Terrell. That's dug out. The set, spike from the middle, down. And it's 23-18. Actually, what we've seen from Soboleski at this point, you wonder how she gets only 5 kills per set. She's hitting the ball all the time. Meanwhile, Terrell gets the kill to make it 23-19. And Terrell now will serve. Line into the back. The set spike for Soboleski got over the block and down, and it's set point 24-19. And checking in to serve, Anna Carlson. Carlson serves into the back. Bump set. And a set over by Healy Doherty. Now the set. Spike down the middle. That's dug out. One-handed over, but out. And that ends set number 3, 25-19. Wausau Newman now leads 2-1. Back after this on X1071.
In game 10.
Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Whether you're an athlete or a spectator, control your drive on our streets, county roads, and highways to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. This message from the Queen Bee Radio family of stations and WIAA.
Turpin Dodge salutes Crystal Splinter, RN at Medical Associates Acute Care. Turpin will honor Crystal with a donation to the American Cancer Society in her honor. Visit TurpinDodge.com to nominate an area nurse. Thank you, Crystal, from Turpin Dodge in Dubuque.
In game 10.
Wausau Newman leads 2-1. Highland 1 set 1, 25-20. Newman 1 set 2, 25-18, and set 3, 25-19. Set number 4 after these messages on X1071.
In game 11.
People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC. Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590pvl.com.
In game 11.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA Playoff Volleyball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. On X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical in Lely Center, Monroe. 2-1 lead for Wausau Newman over Highland. As we go to set number 4, thanks to Jeff Campbell for the water. Jeff Campbell, the Riverdale Athletic Director. Set number 1 went to Highland 25-20, but Newman won set 2, 25-18, and set 3, 25-19. So they're up 2-1 and 1 set away from a third straight trip to state. Meanwhile, on the Shoebox scoreboard presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest, Pecatonica trailing St. Ambrose of Madison 2-1. That's on Super Hits 106. And Blair Taylor beat Fenimore 3-0. That was on 97.7 Country WGLR. Wausau Newman gets the first points here and leads 1-0. Highland State Bank, come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank in Highland and HighlandStateBank.net. Tip of the net, Highland gets a point. We're tied at 1. Brinley Bolland will serve. No, she won't. Allison Bedward will serve. No, she won't. Addison Bedward will serve. Sorry about that. Dugout, set, spike, and 2 line drive bumps. They do not get it over on the third bump. And it's 2-1 Newman. Madison Keene to serve. And she sets up right on the far side of the free throw lane. Sends it over in the back. Bump set and bumped over. Now the set, spike, blocked. Hoffman gets the block kill. And we're tied at 2. Now Bolins will serve. Spins the ball. Sends it into the far corner. Quick set. Spike. Sobolewski, and down that goes. 3-2 Newman. I mean, she hits it really hard. No surprise there. But she also is very accurate. She seems to be able to find the sideline and the end line. And a bump set. And then bumped over by Healy Doherty. And then a tip over. She's quite good at that also. Spike from the left side, blocked, and it goes out of bounds. 3-1 Newman. And Anna France, I believe that is, to serve. Running jump serve into the opposite corner. Bad bump. 4-1. Mountain City Bank's total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop in at Mountain City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Learn more at mountaincitybank.com. Running jump serve again. Tipped at the net. That ends up being an ace. Assist to the net. 5-1. McNett Electric in Belmont can assist you with all your electrical needs, whatever the need, agricultural, commercial, or residential. Chip and his crew, McNett Electric, are on call ready to help you. McNett Electric in Belmont. And another bad, well, it hit Bolin in the neck, approximately. And that's not returnable there, and it's 6-1. Again, Newman going for their 15th trip to state, all of them since 2005, and two bad bumps, and it's 7-1. And I have to apologize one more time. The score is actually 8-2. And now it's 8-3 as the serve finally goes out. I must have written down something. Yeah, I certainly did. You don't go from 3-2 to 3-1, or 2-2 to 3-1. Anyway, it's 8-3 now. And the set, left side spike, that gets dug out and tipped over at the net and manages to evade the whole line. It got tipped, actually. And then goes out. It's 8-4. 8-4. Wausau Newman in set number 4, leading 2-1. Dug out in the middle. Set. Spiked by Sobolewski. That's dug out. Spikes it again on the second hit. Tipped at the net. Quick set. Spiked by Hoffman into the back row. Set. Sobolewski again. And that ends up. Got tipped at the net and goes out, and another point to make it 9-4. And we're brought to you by, well, we'll tell you about that in a moment. Sobolewski to serve, dug out all the way back to the Newman side. The set, spike, blocked at the net, goes backwards. Diving bump or lunging bump. Now the set by Olsen, spiked by Terrell, blocked at the net. We'll try it again here. Bump set over actually on the second hit. Spike again, but out. And that spike actually that went out was it went out and it's 9-5. Terrell serves. Dug out, bump set. Spike tipped to the net and it goes down. 10-5. And, you know, I hate to, I don't want to sound like a purveyor of sour grapes here, but this kind of thing is the sort of thing that schools that are the size of the schools in this area have a real problem with is it's hit out of bounds, 11-5. The idea that here you have these very small or small-ish schools from big metro areas, Wausau, Newman, Eau Claire, Regis, La Crosse Aquinas. There's an ace, 12-5. Madison Edgewood and it isn't numerous others. It's like a dozen private high schools in the state. But there's a belief that the schools that are in our area, when you have enrollments between 100 or 200 or so, 13-5, really that's not. Here's the timeout. Highland calls its first timeout. 13-5. Wausau Newman leading 2-1 and in set number 4 back after this on X1071.
In game 12.
Southwest Tech Nursing is more than a program. It's a legacy. For decades, our graduates have fueled the healthcare system in Southwest Wisconsin, serving in hospitals, clinics, and long-term care facilities. Nationally recognized for excellence, our program doesn't just fill jobs, it strengthens the economy and cares for our communities. This January, join the legacy that keeps Southwest Wisconsin healthy. Visit swtc.edu to apply. Start your nursing journey at Southwest Tech.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpbl.com.
In game 12.
13-5. Wausau Newman leading. Highland in set number 4, they lead 2-1. And again, the serve by France after Highland called its first timeout. The set and sent over by Esser. Now a spike from the left side blocked over by Terrell. Up on the net contact, and a point for Highland. 13-6. And Terrell now to serve. As we pointed out during the Raleigh Chiefs pre-match show, this is the 43rd match that Wausau Newman has played. And there's a spike to make it 14-6. There is no, I am positive of this, there is no Division V public school that has played anywhere close to that. The Merrillwood South Conference only plays their conference opponents once a year. And that gives them, with the 15-match rule, but, every match you play during one day counts as one match. Warren Teal gets the point, 15-6. Obviously, they're able to get a whole lot more matches in. Other schools, public schools could have possibly afford, tournament fees and, they had one overnight trip Newman did, so, hotels and feeding the kids and all of that. But for some reason, the private schools are able to pull that off. And the private schools are also, as it's 15-7 is the serve it out of bounds. They're also able to convince the conferences that they're in a lot of cases, to only play one match per opponent instead of, as the Six Rivers West does, playing two each. Tip at the net. Down it goes for Hoffman. 15-8. Halverson again to serve. Into the back. The set. Left side spike. High bump. Halverson with a bump set. And then sent over by Esser. And then a hit that goes out. And it's 15-9. Halverson again to serve. Into the back. The set right side tip over, and Highland didn't go over to get it. And it is 16-9, Wausau Newman. Warren Thiel will serve. Wausau Newman's, if you look at their schedule also, Spike for Hoffman for a kill, 16-10. Now their schedule has the two Wausau public high schools, East and West. West is a Division I school. East is smaller, but it also has Schofield, DC Evers. That's been the rarest of things tonight. Soboleski got blocked, and it ends up a point for Highland, and it's 16-11. Maybe they can come back here and force a fifth set. Bedward serves again. Bump set. Spike by Soboleski, and down that goes, 17-11. But they're playing, bigger schools because they're in a bigger area. And also in all of the tournaments that they're in, same thing. And again, that's the sort of thing that the schools in this area don't have the budget to be able to play a half dozen tournaments a season. 17-12 as the serve went long. And I guess I'll leave it at that. Brinley Bolins will serve. High and short serve. To be set by Rice, Spike. And it ended up going out of bounds. 17-13. Bolins again to serve. And up the net, tipped. And then sent over and flicked over. And that time it was Enya McCarthy to make it 19-13. With Newman leading 2-1. And obviously, if you've been to state 14 times since your school got into WIAA in 2000, you're an established program, no question about that. Soboleski with a tip and a kill. 20-13. Yeah, I think I was one off. It's actually 19-13. Running jump serve into that. Now it's 19-14. Olsen will serve. And kind of a short serve. That's an ace. 19-15. Olsen again will serve. This one is a line drive into the back. Bump set on the far side. Spike from the left side. That's dug out. Set by Olsen. Spiked over. Bumped back. The set. Spike. Olsen. Terrell gets blocked. They'll try it again. Olsen gets it over. The set. Soboleski. And out. 19-16. Another serve by Olsen, and that's a bad bump and an ace, and it's 19-17. And a timeout. Newman calls its first timeout. It's 19-17. And again, Fenimore lost on the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox in Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Fenimore's season is over. Blair Taylor swept them 3-0 in Arcadia. That was on Super Hits 106. St. Ambrose from Madison leading Pecatonica 2-1. That is on 97.7 Country WGLR. Packers in Carolina tomorrow at 10 Central Standard Time. Don't forget to change your clocks back tonight before you go to bed. Otherwise, you're going to be an hour early to everything. 10 o'clock Central Standard Time on 97.7 Country WGLR tomorrow. And Galena and Aurora Christian at 6:40 Tuesday on X1071. Spike by Soboleski. Saved. Highland bumps it over. Now the set spike by Soboleski. That got bumped. Reach over at the net. And Terrell gets it over, and it's 19-18. The Highland fans across the way, suddenly the Newman fans are rather quiet over here. Again to serve, high bump, bump set, and then spike from the left side, and hit too hard, and Soboleski stops the run. It's 20-18. Well, I suppose one way to look at it is that Wausau Newman, if they get to state, they're, I think, going to be in Division 4 next year, not Division 5. Line drive served by Soboleski. And by the way, she graduates. She's a senior. Flick goes into the net. 21-18. And our match brought to you by Community First Bank. For you in the communities where you live, work, and play, experience for yourself the difference at Community First Bank. CFBank.com, member FDIC. That one is unreturnable. 22-18 timeout Highland, and that might be the last timeout of their season. And if Galena wins, they will play either Stockton or Newark. Or Newark. I heard that pronunciation a couple of years ago. I'm not sure who it is, but we will certainly find out what the correct pronunciation of Galena's next opponent is if they get to the sectional final, which would be Thursday at Eastland, where you can find one of the numerous Sloan implement dealerships. And we're brought to you by the Highland State Bank. Come see what your hometown community bank can do for you. The Highland State Bank in Highland and HighlandStateBank.net. 22-18. Wausau Newman leading in set 4 and up 2-1. Also, Madison St. Ambrose up 22-17 on Pecatonica in set 4, and that's on 97.7 Country WHELR. Meanwhile, Healy Doherty with an emphatic kill. 22-19. And here's Healy Doherty to serve. The set, spike from the back row, that's dug out. Bullen the bump set, and then sent over, blocked. We'll try it again. Bullen bumps it over. Now the set, and the flick over, diving bump. And Mishik tried to bump it over, got tipped. Now Mishik spikes it over. Left side spike, blocked, down it goes. 22-20. Healy Doherty again. Into the back row. The set, right side spike, and Soboleski again. 23-20. And Hannah France to try to serve. 23-20. Newman in set 4. Newman leading 2 sets to 1. But she serves it long. 23-21. Sophia Terrell will serve. And a diving bump flicked over and down it goes. Hoffman gets the tip kill. And it's 23-22, and now Newman calls a timeout. And I believe, did they call a timeout before? I think they have. Well, apparently they did. So both teams have used their 2 timeouts per set. 23-22, Wausau Newman in set number 4. Newman leads 2-1. Highland trying to extend to a 5th set. And Terrell, they've gotten a couple of points in a row with her serving. Hence the timeout. Terrell waiting to serve. Sets up right in the middle this time. And the buzzer just went off indicating the end of the timeout, so we're ready to go here. Here is Terrell's serve into the near corner, right at the net. Spike from the left side, down it goes. And it is match point. Madison Keene got the point, the kill. And the Newman fans are standing. And the serve, and it's an ace, so that's it. Wausau Newman will make its 3rd consecutive trip to state and 15th in program history. They win it 3-1, 20-25, 25-18, 25-19, 25-22. So they get to make the trip to the Rush Center. And Highland's season, a great season it was, ends at 23-5. Newman goes on at 27-16. And there will be no team from this area up at state because the other final score is Madison St. Ambrose over Pecatonica. 3-1. That was on 97.7 Country WGLR. And earlier we pointed out that Fenimore got beat by Blair Taylor 3-0. So they will do the presentation. Maria Wineski hugging each of her players. They'll give the silver to Highland and the gold to Wausau Newman. We'll have the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones post-match show. Just a moment here. And once they are ready with the trophy, we'll show you the trophy presentation, and then we'll break for the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones post-game show.
Volleyball sectional final. This was a tremendous match, culminating in a final score of Newman Catholic Cardinals over the Highland Cardinals, winning 3-1. A huge round of applause for both teams and a hard-fought and exciting match. Before we present the Sectional Championship Award, let's recognize our sectional runner-up. Please join me in acknowledging the incredible season of the Highland Cardinals. And now we will recognize the members of the Highland Cardinals with their runner-up medals. When your name is called, please step forward to receive your award. Number 5, Cora Healy Dorgan.
So they are in the process of announcing the individual players get the medals. And again, Wausau Newman, obviously a premier program in small school volleyball in this state.
Number 13, Alan Esser.
That's how you get to 5 of how you get to 3 state trips in a row and 15 since the former WISAA, Wisconsin Independent Schools Athletic Association, was merged into the WIAA. Highland will have not coming back due to the fact they're seniors. Cora Healy-Doherty, Faith Hoffman, Smarin Halverson, Addison Bedward, Haley Cahoot, Brinley Ballant, Tatum Thielorn, and Hillary Hying, all seniors. That's one way that you get to this point if you're a public school, of course. And here is
now let us recognize our sectional.
There is the conference champion, the sectional runner-up trophy. And now Wausau Newman will be introduced. One thing that's interesting about Newman, they don't have a huge roster. You can see over there that I think they only have like maybe 10 players, 11 players.
Number 1, Camille Soboleski.
Well, I certainly hope Camille Soboleski has plans to go on, because she certainly seems to be a college-level player. And the other players being introduced getting their sectional champion medals.
Number 5, Anna France. Number 6, Stevie Chico. Number 7, Anna Carlson.
And again, right after this, we will have the Reevesville Management and Edward Jones post-match show, which will be the last one for the season as the Southwest Wisconsin volleyball season comes to an end with 3 sectional final losses tonight. We'll talk to you about that during the Shoebox Scoreboard. We'll get you also the games we know we'll be doing in Level 3 football, or actually sectional championship football next week.
Number 17, Peyton Gustafson.
And for those who are wondering about last night, all of the equipment dried out, so that's how we're able to see this tonight. And here's the sectional final, sectional champion.
Please come forward to accept.
And it'll be the team captains actually accepting the award. And Wausau Newman wins 3-1 over Highland to go to state. Reevesville Management and Edward Jones post-match show after this on X1071.
Post-game 3 minutes.
Milk has been building champions for centuries. Research shows that real milk builds pregame muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores postgame muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why the pros know they're gonna need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at GonnaNeedMilk.com. GONNA needmilk.com. Brought to you by Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin.
I'm here today with Nick Heston from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. Nick, it seems like hybrids are dominating the roads, but there aren't many charging locations in Dubuque.
Agreed. Luckily, Toyota hybrids don't require plug-in charging. The Toyota hybrid system is built to charge while the vehicle is being driven, so there is no need for plug-in charging.
That's awesome. But what about the battery life? Should people be worried about its longevity?
Not at all. Toyota has sold over 5 million hybrids in the last 25 years. Plus, their battery warranty covers you for 10 years or 150,000 miles.
How does regular maintenance on a hybrid compare to a gas model?
Toyota hybrid vehicles require the same maintenance as gas-powered models and oftentimes even less. For example, the hybrid model's regenerative braking charges the battery while slowing down the vehicle, increasing the life of the vehicle's brake pads.
Wow, it seems like there's a lot of benefits in choosing a hybrid Toyota. Visit Anderson Weber in Dubuque to learn more and take a test drive today.
Your journey to better health starts at Crescent Community Health Center in Dubuque. Crescent offers high-quality, affordable health care to everyone, with insurance assistance available. Whether you need medical, dental, brain health, or general wellness, Crescent provides the professional expertise you expect and deserve. Learn more about the services available by visiting crescentchc.org. Crescent Community Health Center on the corner of 17th and Elm Street in Dubuque.
Get ready, Little Mini Wrestling is coming live. Experience the Raging Cajun cage match with body slams, tag team chaos, and the wildest battle royal you've ever seen. Starring Cactus Crack, Nasty Boy, Meatball, Amish Outlaw, Mama Midget, Micro Wario, Daddy Cool, and so many more. Don't miss this family-friendly night of full throttle fun. Visit LittleManiaWrestling.com for tickets. Total Takedown, Total Mayhem.
Little Mania Wrestling All-Stars World Tour. Sunday, November 2nd at Grand River Center in Dubuque. Doors open at 3 p.m. Show starts at 4:30. Get tickets now at LittleManiaWrestling.com.
Hi, this is Will Dunson with Dubuque Mattress. Why is a Dubuque Mattress customer a customer for life? It's simple. At Dubuque Mattress, the customer is number one. Period. The customer's happiness is the most important thing. If there is anything I can do to help you sleep better, I will. Whether it's while you're looking at a new mattress, 6 months later, or 10 years after you've purchased from us, you are still number one.
Dubuque Mattress Factory, you get a little snooze time.
Your high school postgame show is brought to you by Elena and Ben Reeves at Edward Jones, a financial service firm serving individuals and business owners.
Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Grand Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA Playoff Volleyball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Laley Center Monroe. Wausau Newman makes its third consecutive trip to state. They beat Highland 20-25, 25-18, 25-19, 25-22. And so that ends Highland's season at 23-5. Cardinals played well, or Highland, I should say. Keep forgetting that they're both the Cardinals. Highland played well in the first set, led basically the whole way, but then kind of Newman got going what they wanted to do. And even though, Highland tried to make it close. They did try to make it close in each of those 3 sets that they lost, but they were unable to get over the hump, basically. And so the Cardinals season, a very good season, third consecutive Six Rivers West title. And as mentioned, they have gone 12-0 the last 2 seasons, and therefore they're 17-1 in the Six Rivers West over the last 3 years. But the season comes to an end tonight. 3-1, Wausau Newman beats Highland to go to state. More after this on X1071.
Post-game, 2 minutes.
The Gifted Hands Thrift Store in Galena offers low-cost clothing and household goods to the public. Shop local and support individuals with disabilities served by the Galena Workshop. The thrift store provides paying jobs to many individuals and is a stepping stone for some to get a job in the community. Donated items are accepted at the workshop on Southwest Street in Galena, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., except holidays. Gifted Hands Thrift Store at the Galena Workshop is open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays 9 till 1.
RPG came through the belly of the aircraft. We don't talk about the female combat wounded.
These are our daughters and our sisters and our mothers. Wounded Warrior Project came into my life and taught me how to stand back up and get back in the fight. The truth is, I think we all have this strength inside of us, but until you're tested, you just don't know it's there.
See how Wounded Warrior Project empowers women veterans like Beth by visiting woundedwarriorproject.org/empowerwomenvets.
Diane from Michigan, a disabled senior citizen trying to get by. Henry from Florida, a veteran fighting to make ends meet. Elena from Arizona, a mother struggling to feed her daughter. Hi, I'm Connie Britton, and I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year, like Diane, Henry, and Elena. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid
knows it's dangerous. 5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Post-game, 2 minutes.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA Playoff Volleyball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters to Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical and Laley Center Monroe. Wausau Newman makes its third consecutive trip to state. They beat Highland tonight 20-25, 25-18, 25-19, 25-22. Our most valuable player presented by Hermson's Ace Hardware and Home Center in Bloomington and Hermson's Ace Hardware at the bottom of Main and Platteville. Hermson's will be the MVP for the next project in your home. Go to Hermson's Ace Hardware, Bloomington and Platteville. Well, it's pretty obvious. Camille Soboleski, I don't have her scoring, but she probably tonight exceeded her 5-kill per set average. And so that is Soboleski is going to be playing at state one more time. The scrapper of the game, time to name the West End Salvage scrapper of the game. It's a player whose hustle and scrappiness stood out in trying to lay the opponent to waste, presented by West End Salvage in Lancaster. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I guess we'll probably say, once again, actually for the second week or the second night in a row, Brinley Ballant, the senior libero, because when you have somebody who hits like Soboleski does, it's really hard to return, and she did the best she could, and she was hitting. The other thing, of course, was not just from the spikes, but also from very hard to deal with serves in the match. Tricor Turning Point brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. That is, I guess we'll say, I suppose, Highland tried to make a comeback at the end of the fourth set. They did get it down to, I think, 1 point, but ended up with Newman winning the match 3-1. You always think that, if you win set number 4, set 5, anything is possible. So I guess that'll be our final Tricor Turning Point of the volleyball season. Brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Wausau Newman beats Highland 3-1. We'll wrap up the Reeves Wealth Management at Edward Jones postgame show and talk to you about what's coming up next week after these messages on X1071.
Postgame 1 minute.
I left the military with a traumatic brain injury. I came home to fight depression, anxiety, and alcohol.
As America's veterans face challenges, DAV is there.
I'm Madam Greathouse, Army veteran.
DAV helps veterans get the benefits they've earned.
With DAV's help, I've built a new life for myself.
With the right support, more veterans can reach victories great and small.
My victory is just experiencing life.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Post-game 1 minute.
Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA Playoff Volleyball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors on X1071 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Powered by H&N Plumbing, Heating, and Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. Wausau Newman beats Highland 20-25, 25-18, 25-19, 25-22. Newman goes to state for the third year in a row, and Highland's season comes to an end at 23 wins and 5 losses. On the Shoebox scoreboard, presented by the Shoebox and Black Earth, the largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Madison St. Ambrose beat Pecatonica tonight 3-1. St. Ambrose is making their first trip to state in any sport, and at least in a team sport. That was on 97.7 Country WGLR. Blair Taylor sweeps Fenimore 3-0. And Blair Taylor goes to state. That was on that was on Super Hits 106. We couldn't carry the match if we were carrying this match, right? So that ends the volleyball season for 2025. We will have more sports coming up this weekend because tomorrow at 10 Central Standard Time, the Packers and Carolina on 97.7 Country WGLR. Hang on here. Coming up on Tuesday, we're not done with volleyball. We're done with Wisconsin volleyball, but we do have Galena still playing in the IHSA. They'll be in the 1A Eastland Sectional Semifinal playing Aurora Christian at 6:40 Tuesday on X1071. The sectional final will be against either Stockton or Newark. And if Galena's there, we'll be back at Eastland. Drive past Sloan Implement again. That'll be a 5:40 start on Thursday on X1071. And then Friday, sectional championship football. That's what they call level 3 now. Starting at 6:30, stations to be determined. Division 6, Belleville at Darlington. Division 7, Cashton at Potosi Cassville. Stations to be determined. And the Queen Bee family radio stations. Excuse me a second. Wow, I think that's the first time that I've ever done a broadcast where I had to sneeze. Maybe I should get out of here. RJ Osterhaus is our sports director. John Jost is our program director. Johnny Page is our chief engineer. Rob Spangler, our technical director. Thanks to Jeff Campbell and the staff at Riverdale High School. Thanks to our sponsors who help us bring this match to you. And thank you for joining us. Great Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of WIAA Playoff Volleyball presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental. And Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors is the Queen Bee Radio Sports presentation on X1071 WPVL-FM Platteville and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel presented by H&N Plumbing, Heating, Electrical, and Lely Center Monroe. Wausau Newman beats Highland to go to state 20-25, 25-18, 25-19, 25-22. Highland season ends at 23 wins and 5 losses. From the Ayers Furniture Best Seat in the House, I'm Steve Prestegard. More hit music extreme hit music is next. Don't forget to change your clocks back before you go to bed. We'll be back for playoff football next week.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
Phoenix 107.1.
Turn your radios up.
WPVL FM, Platteville and Dubuque.
The best music every day, baby.
Do you feel me?
A Queen Bee radio station.